Hello guys and welcome to the first episode of Vakt Studios. So here I got an upcoming song of mine. I'm not going to show you any vocals. I have some vocals for the track, but they are not in this project file. Anyway, I'm gonna show you a snippet of the song. Okay guys, so that's it. Now I'm going to show you how I made this. First start off with my idea, some chords and just a melody. Yeah. Okay, so I started off with this, and then what I usually do is that I put these chords into a piano. So I put them into, let's see, our piano. We have a Labs piano. I love Labs. And then we also have a ARP here that just playing F notes, not so complicated things, playing notes of the chords. And then I always add this pad. You can find it in all my ideas, I think. We got this very soft pad from the Ultrasonic Dubvision 15, real nice pad, love that one. Lots of warmth to give it that warm feeling in the break. Yeah, we have these vocals, but I removed those and added other vocals. Then we have the ambience, cool ambience, and then we have some transition effects. This really helps to make the transition really smooth. We have this, and here we have. And so after 8 bars, I added this little thing. I added a bass and a kick and a snap. Sounds like this. I also added rhythmic guitar, a high string, and I also added this guitar stem. They can clearly have, and to make the transition even smoother, I have the respace going up in volume as it's pitching down as well, so it sounds like this. And also with the piano I have a low filter on that one. So it opens up here in the beginning, and the last 16 bars here of the first break, there's no filtering going on. Now let's move on to third part of the break. It sounds like this. So what I did is I removed the kick and the snap. I have the same elements here, the pad, the guitar, and all the ambience. What I did add was this pluck. This pluck I treated with delay, and so this is how it sounds from the beginning. Okay, and then we added delay. And we added reverb to give that smooth feeling. And then I added chorus, which is making this woof 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 feeling. And as well, I had the stereo separation for it, so it doesn't clash with the vocal. And then we have a volume automation for the build-up. Low cut to get rid of some lows. And same for the piano. I did OTT compressor, taking away some lows and some more compression, low filtering, and volume automation. For the ARP, so there's some reverb, a stereo, automation and the low cut. And now let's move on to the build. So we have the same ARP here. I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna take out the volume here. Same with the pluck. But we introduced lead here with a filter automation here. I'm gonna talk about that more later. So we have the same instrument. We have piano, pad, guitar, break bass. We also add some drums here again. We get the kick again. And then we add the build-up drums together with the kick. And what I do with these two elements is that I usually add the snare before I added in the kick, and so I kind of match the kick to the snare build, and then after that I try to balance out the volume so they fit right into each other. And we have all the ambience here, and we have some rises going on, and yeah, I already showed you these downlifters effects. We got some risers. We have a fill here. One of my favorites, love that one. So yeah, we're gonna talk about lead now. Okay, so what I did for the lead in the build-up is that I just turn off the sidechain and the filtering is on, and I turn off the filter at the drop and turn on the sidechain. So now let's move on to the drop. First begins with a kick. This is not a kick, and what it is in the break. It is a kick stem I have from another track, clap stem from that track, ride stem. We have some ambience to make it more emotional. I know Mance is using this one. Mance, you and me will be a good team. Hit me up. We also got a downlifter stem, which is some downlifters. We got one downlifter first, and then we got a texture downlifter, and we also got a crash, and we got some white noise downlifters that is repeating every bar. And then we have fills. Really nice to have some emotional fills. These ones help to kind of make the melody stand out a bit. So you want to fit these to the melody we got over here. Yeah, we have the same feel here. In the second part I have this. So I've taken the kick and just reversed it to make it reverse into itself, and I made a little fade in for the man's vocal, so it would fade in with the kick here. Yeah. So downlifters is coming at the second beat in the second part. All of the drums is the same except this. I added this shaker that gives it more energy. And last two bars of the drop we have this fill combined with the fill before, and we have the kick here as well, playing some kind of build. And then we have a downlifter and an impact here, kind of just to take out that energy. Okay, so now let's move on to the big thing in the drop, and that is lead. And the instruments, they sound like this together. Okay, so first I always add a simple saw. I'm gonna take away the effects here. And then I add the aggressive one, fancy one. And this is also playing a higher octave. Then a double vision layer. And then the double vision layer is the lower octave. And then a double vision pluck with some delay on it. And then piano and strings for the organic feeling. You can also hear these strings a lot in the track. They give a very nice feeling. So if you play without the organic feeling, the leads, it sounds like this. But with them, it sounds like this. Big difference. So now let's move on to the chords. I always start with some fancy chords, some basic sauce. Yeah, just some basic sauce. And then a piano. That's it. So I forgot to show you the processing. The processing of the leads. First thing is a low and high cut. I got this at 250, and I always high cut at 16,000. I don't do 18. After that, I usually add a second EQ, which I didn't use actually, and then some stereo imaging, and then some OTT at 17%. Then some reverb with a 30 controller. There's just what you think and how you wanted it to sound, the reverb and so on. I usually do it like this. I have the high cut at 10k and then low cut at 800. Higher up the damp a bit, and then 3.54 for the decay to make it very smooth. Not really anything for the size, and this is just controlled. The wet signal is controlled by the P controller, so you have to set it at 20% to get it at level 100 here, because the meter is going up to 120. And then with the you have to take down the decay a bit to make it more smoother. If or if you want it more attacky, you can have it. But I want it to be more smoother, so I take down the decay a bit. And then you have, with the volume knob, you can control how much the reverb is going to be ducked. You're gonna see here, I have it ducked around 50%. So every time a note hits, it ducts to 50%, and then it goes up until the next note hits. Okay, so that was it for the reverb. And then I have a transpire. Just make it pop a little bit in a mix. It makes it duh 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 instead of duh duh duh. Just a bit of attack on it. And then we have the filter, and we have some sidechain. Okay, I also added some extra effects for the middle of the. You can hear it filters down here, and it filters up and it filters down at the same time. So the frequency is just meets in the middle, and it's just going down, and then I also have a pretty balance here, probably for the build up, to take away some of the volume before the drop. Then I'd have this phaser here to make it a standard preset, and just automating that. It goes up and then drops down to 0 at 49 here. Okay, and then in the drop after this, the middle fill, I also took away the sub frequencies here. I have. I didn't show you these piano notes here. We have some chords here, that I already showed. Nothing crazy on that one, it's just some OTT and some high cutting to don't make it clash with the lead. And we got some bass, we got some layers here, cool layers. First we got this cool mid bass layer, and then we got a crispy high layer. We got a sawy layer, and we got a bit bass guitar layer, just sub bass. And then I also got this for some extra little flam to make it a little bit more emotional. You can hear that in a drop if you listen closely. And also over here you can hear it clearly, as it's just that and the kick that's playing. Bum. A little high note here before the drop hits again. And on that one it's just some stereo enhancing and reverb, and I also believe it's a high cut. Okay, so let's move on to the second break. In between the drop and the second break I have the R playing here with some downlifters, and so I also fade in the ambience here. And the same transition effects. We move on to the second break. The only thing that's that is different is the kick. I added a kick here, first part, and with the kick, the same kick and same everything from the first break. Under the kick I have a volume automation for the break bass, so it won't clash with the kick, so it's kind of side chaining the kick, but I can control it a little bit more than with the kickstart plugin, and that gave me the control to do this at the second break. It's the same effects here going into this. We have a little break. This is something I always does. You can hear now how the bass is ducking every time the kick hits. And this rhythm of the break kick here is the same as it is in Whatever It Takes. We also have the guitar here. Oh, I remember I added some strings here as well. To make it a little bit more full. Then it's the same as the first break. Same elements. And then let's go into the third part. Same transition effects. And we take out the bass and the guitar stem and the ARP. And we add this emotional melody stuff. There's 4 layers within this one. A blast piano, strings, a guitar, and a pluck. Hold on to Sonic back. And we have the piano, the pad, the strings, and all of the ambience, plus a orchestra drum. And right in the middle of this we have this. They fill. This one is not how it sounds like, as it used to sound like. I have a very extreme high cut on it. This is how it usually sounds like. And then I added this little thing here with some reverb. Nothing crazy, just some reverb with extra long decay. And then it continues and we get to the second build up. Same as the first build up. Nothing I have to explain. Oh, I see I added this little tonal ambience here. Such a cool vibe. Gives you a little bit of feeling in there here. Yeah, it fills up quite a lot. Same transition effects and uplifters and everything in the first and second build up. Everything is the same in the drop as well. I think the last thing I have to explain is what I do on my master. I have this, which does quite a lot actually. It sits on the master, and yeah, on the master I just have a span for some analyzing, for to balance. I have a high cut, I high cut my songs at 16,000. It's real nice, and we have a loudness meter and just a limiter. Okay, so what I do in the build up is I take away the lows. I've activated only with this automation clip, the blue automation clip here. That's activation automation clip for the green one here. So it goes up to which frequencies it goes up quite a lot. Yeah, so it takes so we take away almost all of the bass frequencies before all the bass coming back in the drop, and it goes like BOOM! It's so epic, yeah. And besides that, I just have some volume automation that I take away some volume, take away the bass completely together with the kick. That is actually flipped. So as the lead comes in, we take away all the bass. And the piano, it doesn't go all the way down, it goes down to 40%. So yeah, this is all. And tell me if you want me to release this. I'm actually planning to release this. I have got some exclusive vocals for it, and I hope to make this a banger. Now let's listen to the whole song. Sit back and relax. Okay, so that was it. I hope you liked my masterclass. That's how you make a Marhinnio style progressive house. So I hope you liked my masterclass, and hit the subscribe button down below to don't miss out on more of this exclusive content. And yeah, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you don't miss any videos, and hit the thumbs up for some good luck. Let's go!